am so excited about 2024, but let's not talk about 24 because today is all about 2023. Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I am wearing my fluffy outfit that my husband got me for Christmas with matching pants and a handmade scrunchie. So get cozy with me for today's video because I am going to share with you everything I made in 2023, or at least as much as I am able. I'm actually missing one dress. I have no idea what I did with it after the move. I just know it wasn't with the rest of the dresses and I could not find it anywhere, but I will insert shots of whatever's missing. Anyway, I'm so excited. When I look back on a year, I realize how much growth I had. It's kind of my opportunity to do that. Everything I made is behind me and I'm noticing it's a lot of red, black, and pink. Am I sensing a theme? What the heck is the yellow doing? So let's get started on today's video. If you don't know who I am, I'm Stephanie Hartford. I am a photographer turned fashion designer and I make dresses usually, but sometimes I venture off to random other things. I like to, on some occasion, take on challenges. You may have noticed last week, or was it this week? Last video, I made the Barbie dress. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. Anyway, let's get to the video. Let's get to these dresses. Everything I made in 2023. Also, I will be making one more dress for 2023, so be sure to hit subscribe if you want to see that if you're not already subscribed, because that's going to be coming out literally really soon. I'm about to work on it, like no joke. I have the pattern and everything. I'm going to be cutting it out and I'm hoping to get it done by Christmas Eve. I'm hoping to be getting it done by New Year's Eve. I am so excited about 2024, but let's not talk about 24 because today is all about 2023. Okay, should I stay in the chair the whole time? I didn't quite make it all the way. Wow, okay, first things first, we have this little spring dress. This was the first thing I made of the year. I made it in January. I've never had anyone wear it. It's not in my size. I was going to make it for some people I had in mind to wear, so that's why I made it in a smaller size, and at the time I just didn't feel like making anything for myself. I don't know how it fits anyone, but I thought it was a really cute dress. It's just a little bustier. I think I'd rather it have straps, but it didn't end up with straps. You can see the inside is kind of random, but you know, I did my best. This was a bed sheet, I believe. I think so. It even has a little stain on it somewhere over here. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, this was back in my Reels era, if you will, where most of my videos were Reels. So this never had a YouTube video, but it did have a Reel. This was really fun to make, and I do really love bustier bodices. I'll probably be diving into some bustier wedding dresses. That's dress number one. Moving on. Okay, I'm not really proud of this one. Also, we're gonna have to step back. Zoom out. All right, chair, you're out of here. So this is a long high-low, I think. Is it high-low? No, it's not. It's just a long skirt. This I made in my size, but the bodice was not fitted at all, and so it's super loose on me. I was really disappointed in this one. It's a romper. I wanted to make it in my size, but at the time, I really hated making things in my size. All that effort. And I hate it. I'm getting a little better at it now, but I still struggle because I don't do it right. It's not comfortable. I'm not quite happy with how things feel on me or fit. This was a total disaster for me. I still learned a lot from it. I think the idea was there, but the fabric was not good for what I did. Also, I messed up on the straps and I had to tie them because I accidentally sewed them wrong. Don't ask. Next on the list we have, why was it blurry? The infamous coral dress. Now this has detachable sleeves. They're right here. I say infamous because this was one of my more popular ones that a lot of people were really sweet about and really liked. And also I was able to have like two different models wear this. I think like a couple different models who wore it and complimented the dress and how it was super comfortable. I love this one. It is a tulle layer, which I wish I did 2 tulle layers because I actually had enough of this to do 2, but I didn't. I love this kind of tulle. I got it super cheap at LA Fashion District, and then it's lined with this satin lining that was also really cheap that I got online. Happened to be the perfect color for it. I never ironed the hem. It's still kind of wonky. Here's one of the sleeves. It has little ties on the top and on the bottom, and I hemmed the edges. I would love to make a similar vibe for a wedding dress at some point. Next on the list is a dress that I don't actually have because I can't find it. It is the Oscars dress. This was not a popular video at all whatsoever. In fact, it got really bad views and it still has bad views to this day. At first I thought, oh, it's a trendy dress. Everyone's gonna love it. Yes, yes, yes. When I made it, I wasn't too happy with it. And then when I had someone wear it at an event that I went to, it didn't fit them properly. It was way too big on them and it was loose. So the fabric was just kind of stiff and wasn't being pulled to shape someone. And because of that, you couldn't really see the true potential to like what body size it was designed for. And then I never bothered to find anyone to wear it. That dress kind of just was like a bummer, but oh well, you know, I made it and I hated the fabric. It was a bed sheet and I hated it. It was horrible. It's like a super cheap polyester bed sheet and I hated it. In fact, I always hate when I work with polyester. I hate the fact that I can only afford polyester half of the time unless I thrift and get lucky with really awesome fabric, or I get it from LA Fashion District, which when am I ever there? I'm in Oregon. Let's move on. Next is one of my very favorite dresses. In fact, I really want one in my size because I love this one. This one has a train. I'm talking train, okay? Not the longest train, but like a really decent train. This one is made of curtain fabric, sheer voile, and it has cuffs that I was too lazy to put buttons in, so I did this weird tie thing. It doesn't really work the way I would have wanted, but whatever. This was inspired by a friend of mine named Trimecia, so it's called the Trimecia dress. I made it in her size and I sent it to her all the way in Texas. She got some pictures and then sent it back, and I've been eager to shoot this dress myself because I just really want to, but I wasn't able to find a model before I got super busy with moving, and then I just kind of haven't been shooting lately. It's kind of wrinkly right now, but I love this fabric and I have more of this fabric in black. This is the same fabric I end up using for another dress, and you'll see if you don't already know which dress I'm talking about. And then it's just a lace up on the back and then a zipper. Anyway, I love this dress. This is seriously one of my favorite designs. It was really, really fun to just see it all come together. This is definitely something I would want in a future collection. Yay! Next on the list is my bridesmaid dress. Now this dress was actually made to copy my sister's other bridesmaids dresses, and she told me I could sew my own as long as it looks like the other ones, but I can kind of tweak it a little bit because I was the matron of honor, which obviously it's my sister's, so like, okay, I'm going to go all out. This is my sister. So I made my own. It has this shirred back, which was my first time doing something with shirred type of look, but it was super thick actually, the lining, so this part just looks really wavy, which actually looks cool on its own, but it was a little different than the original. Here are the sleeves that I decided to do because I was like, I love the ruffle, and ever since I did this I became obsessed, and I actually purchased, I purchased these off of Amazon. I was so excited. I was like, I want to get into shirring. I've yet to do it because I just bought that and I've been busy with Christmas stuff, but it's coming. So it's just a basic like bodice, and then it's lined and it has a slit on the bottom, and I wore this as a matron of honor. It was pretty comfy on me. I thought it was gonna look really horrible next to the dresses that my sister's maid of honors like bought, the ones that my sister picked out for them. And when I asked them if I could see their dresses when I finally made it to Southern California, I realized that mine like looked really nice and durable and thick next to theirs, and I was like, wow, that just goes to show like my perfectionism at its finest, that things just look like it's super cheap and then you realize it's actually really good and you're like, oh, but that means it could get better, right? Because I felt like I could have done better. Next on the list is one of my other favorite dresses. A lot of the bustier ones are like my favorites. This one is a cupped bustier and it has ruffles on the bottom. Fun fact, I ran out of the lining fabric and I had to use something else for the ruffles, and for some reason I put it in the front of the dress instead of the back, and I don't know why. Fabric choice is not the best. I ended up having to add lace up because my friend at the time who wore it like didn't technically fit it, so I've actually yet to do a photo shoot of someone it fits properly. It wrinkles up right here unless you have it super fitted to, I mean that's the point of a bustier, it has to be tight around your rib cage area, midriff area, but if we did that then her bust would just be busting out, if you will. Obviously we didn't want that for the photo shoot. I almost just like canceled this dress and picked something else, but she really wanted to wear it, so I actually just felt really bad, so I went through the effort of putting this lace up so that she could wear it. Yeah, she seemed really excited about it, and I was like, okay, we'll make it work. So yeah, also I just love lace up, so it's like, well, technically that's how it would have been, but I've yet to put it on a model who it can fit, but it does have a train. How do you show a dress this big in a video? It's made of crystal organza, but it's like the cheap organzas. I feel like it's not the best. The fabric that I used was so thin that the interfacing like caused it to wrinkle a bit. That's like definitely something I would change. I would not be interfacing that type of fabric, at least not with like a thick interface that I used. I think I used it too thick. Pretty much a Barbie dress. Next on the list is this dress. It doesn't have its shorts because they're detachable. I made these little spandex shorts, and this dress was made to go underwater. I actually ended up wearing it myself, except when I got to the photo shoot though for the model to wear it, the grommet fell out, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? Now I'm new to grommets, but I did not expect that to happen. So I think it was just too thin on this fabric, but it's really hard for me to cut them, so I might have to get something else to cut the holes for grommets, and then something that allows it to be more secure. Besides that though, it has tie straps and it's a fitted bodice, and I was able to wear it because it's super flexible in sizing, and it has a long train, but it's the only amount of fabric I had, otherwise I would have made it way longer for underwater. Me and the photographer talked about potentially collaborating next summer for an underwater shoot, and then hopefully I can go all out for that one. But this is the Ariel dress. This was really fun. Now if it wasn't so long, it could totally be a maternity dress, but unfortunately it goes over the belly parts. Next, that's what I'm gonna do for every dress. Next on the list. Next is this. I just did a pattern. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try a pattern out. And actually I've asked you guys before, and I'll ask again because I'm curious. If you want me to make a pattern, or you see a pattern and you're curious and I get enough people like requesting one or something like that, I would love to test out other patterns sometimes here and there, mainly dress patterns. Tested this particular pattern I got off of Etsy. I made a couple mistakes. I ended up having to use this stuff, but I think just how thin this fabric is and how flowy it is, it was just super opened up right there. The fabric choice wasn't like the best of the best for this particular dress. Maybe something a little bit thicker would be great, but it is really nice flowy fabric. I was able to wear it for a bit, but then I kind of felt like I was falling out. I think facing could potentially help a bit, but with that scrunch it's kind of hard to like do a facing. Enjoyed it. I just wish it was a little bit of a better fit for me, but that's just because the fabric, I've never worked with this kind of fabric before. Next, wait, I gotta do that better. Next on the list, this is a Gunne Sax dupe, but made into an autumn look. I chose very fall-like colors. It has the classic Gunne Sax staple part, which is the ribbon, and this was like just kind of my way of doing the crisscross middle without actually having to do that because I didn't have anything for it. It's just a basic zipper on the back. It has ties. I'm not a fan of the fact that I did a rectangle skirt after all, because it just like doesn't flow as much as I would want. It just kind of looks funny. I think I would have rather done like a half circle skirt and then the ruffle on the bottom. You know, you live and you learn. And then again, because I'm super lazy about doing cuffs, I need to find a way. I might just get snaps. I feel like snaps would be much easier for me. But yeah, I didn't close these cuffs off, and that was super annoying for the whole photo shoot. This was fun. I'll probably remake a Gunne Sax at some point again, like later on, just because I feel like I need to redeem myself. I wasn't 100% happy with this one, but maybe like a wedding dress, Gunne inspired. I don't know. Next on the list is my birthday dress. Now, if you've seen the video, you'll know that I truly do love this one. It is one of my favorites. At first, it was going to be a Selkie dupe, and then I struggled with the bodice, that I did my own bodice, and therefore turned it into a more Stephanie Ann. Sorry, that I used to go by Stephanie Ann for everything. A Stephanie Harford design instead, although it does have the classic Selkie skirt and the classic Selkie sleeves. But oh my gosh, this is a lace up in the back with a zipper. Somehow the waist turned out bigger than my waist, and I don't know if it's because when I measure myself I maybe was bloated or weighed more, and then when I actually did it, it was less. I don't know. It could be from lacing it up and pulling me tighter. I needed to size down on the waist. At least I know that that's the case, and so next time I'll just measure my waist and then know that it needs to be a little bit smaller. This is my favorite, if you can't tell. Well, I have so many favorites, but this one I made for myself. I'm actually going to be selling 2 of these. I will remake 2. I have this same blush fabric with the floral. I have enough to make one more in blush and then another one in an ivory, which is the same pattern, but it's super soft, and although it's technically polyester, it's still really nice, and it allows it to be affordable for me to make it and start my career in design. If you're interested, be sure to let me know because I do have it available for pre-order. Next on the list is this. It's an off-the-shoulder blouse. It's a copy of something, one of my favorite shirts. And I copied the pattern. I wanted to try it out. This video did not do very well on my YouTube channel. But it's fine. You know, you put your heart and soul. What did you do? Okay. I was like literally pouring my guts out, like my heart and soul, and my camera's just like, I'm done recording. You're getting a little emotional. This is awkward. Like, what the heck, camera? Anyway, I poured my heart and soul into this video. No, I didn't. It's fine. I can tell you guys aren't a huge fan, and so then YouTube is just like, no, they don't care for this one. We're not gonna recommend it. And so it just plateaued at like 100 views. Next on the list, almost getting to the end, to the Barbie dress. It's this one. This is the Wild Rose and Sparrow dupe. I really wish I did their ruffled skirt dupe instead because I am not a fan of the flounce on bottom. Also, I don't even know if I did a good enough job with the flounce. Dupes are hard for me, and that's something I learned this year for sure, because as a perfectionist, if I'm copying something, I have to copy it exactly or I will have a panic attack. Okay, not really a panic attack, but if I don't copy it exactly, it will stress me out. I need to really plan my dupes when I'm in a really good mood. That's all I'm gonna say. This was fun though. This is the same fabric, if you didn't guess by now, that I used for the reminisce dress. I'm missing. And I love this fabric. This backing with like the modesty panel here was actually not that bad of an idea. I was never really a fan of them because I see it wrinkle up in the back, but it ended up working out really well, and this like barely fit me. It was like a perfect fit. So apparently I got the waist correct on this one compared to the birthday dress. This one went pretty good except for the bust. I think it curved a little too much, and so it kind of was a little pointy, and I wasn't a fan of how that looked and how it wrinkled up. So that's definitely something that I would try to, you know, make sure it doesn't happen next time. But otherwise, I like this one. I mean, for the most part. And last but not least, the Barbie dress, which I obviously can't pull it because she's on the dress form. Let's see if we can bring her forward here. So if you didn't see last week's video, you need to go see it. I'm not gonna go into the story and the drama of this dress, but I will say it was very difficult. I went through a lot. I wasn't in the best mood. I was stressing a lot. I was hardly sleeping. I learned a lot about myself throughout this, but this is it. Just watch the video, just watch the video. If you haven't already, maybe you already have and you know what I'm talking about. But wait, there's more. I also made non-clothing stuff, such as these little makeup bags. I thought I was making a square bag like this one, but it ended up this shape, but I find this shape to work pretty well. This is like faux leather. Come on. The struggle of focusing. It wants to focus on my face. I really love the glitter. I just love glittery things. I put them on my shop for sale. I'm not the best at marketing for my website right now, but this is me marketing, okay? Also, this little strawberry makeup bag has like little pull tabs. This one ended up like bigger than I realized. It's like a nice little travel bag at this point, quilted. And then of course my scrunchies, last but not least. These are for sale on my website. All my scrunchies that I have made randomly. I talked about in another video and not many people watch this one, so I'll just repeat it now because that was a pretty boring video, I'm not gonna lie. My hair is all over the place. I'm going to be moving my shop from Sharfo, which is a long story of what that was supposed to be, but I just started selling on it. Anyway, I'm doing a shop with my sister. We haven't like officially launched it. It's been crazy with the holidays. Probably what we'll be doing first thing next year, which we're really close to, and that's where I'll start selling all of my stuff. However, they are technically for sale right now on sharfo.com, but they will be switching over. Oh, one more thing. I made. Actually, there's a video coming, so I won't even show them, but I made tote bags. That'll be a bonus video coming up, but I also made those this year, so you'll be seeing that one eventually. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed everything I made in 2023 with my theme, red, black, and pink, and 2 yellow things. I'm so excited for next year. Really hope to dive into wedding dresses. Stoked about that. And also, what colors do you think I should consider? I know some people have mentioned emerald green in the past and some people have mentioned lavender. I'm not huge on green and purple. However, I want to know what you guys like, because then that opens my mind up to different perspectives and different colors. And then if I see something and I'm like, ooh, I love that fabric, you never know. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like, you might as well join my family. You're already watching. If you made it this far, you might as well join my family if you're not already in my YouTube family. Like, you might as well. Might as well join my family if you're not already in my YouTube family. Okay? Like, who's it gonna hurt? Also, because my New Year's Eve dress, or I'll just call it a New Year's dress, it is coming out really soon because that's what I'm working on ASAP, because it shouldn't take me too long. And my famous phrase is, I say that now. But we'll see. Anyway, I will share all of my thoughts about 2023 in my New Year's dress video, so you'll get to see everything that I learn and get to know me a little bit more. And I'm hoping to make it a super creative and relaxing video. We'll see how that goes. I want to experiment with different formats, and also I will probably share some ideas that I have for the new year and things I want to try throughout the year. That way I can look back on the video a year later and see, did I do the things that I said I would do? How did the year really go? I thought it'd be cool to do that. So anyway, again, thank you guys for watching. I need to go. Bye. Oh shoot. Let's try that again.